Former El Al pilot who lost his flying job due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic has made a career switch to now working in a high-tech position at a prominent Israeli cyber company. To share his story with us now on Zoom In is Stav Nemirovsky. Thank you, Stav, for being with me. First, I want to hear about your El Al career. How long had you been a pilot with them? And then what happened this year? I mean, when did you really get the bad news that you won't be able to fly anymore?
So my career started at March 16, 2016, and I got accepted to the company some months before and started flying, or actually training for the position and flying beginning at March 16 until this March of this year.
And then what was going through your mind when you found out El Al is canceling all commercial flights, they're grounding the fleet? This is something that you devoted your life to, your career. You love to fly. How did it feel knowing you can't do that for El Al?
That's an interesting question. First of all, I still fly in reserve, meaning that I don't really miss the flights completely. Mm-hmm. Although flying in El Al is a beautiful lifestyle. It's very prestigious. It's a very nice way to see the world and to earn a living. I think that once it began, let's say, the situation began deteriorating, I didn't stop to think. You can describe my mindset by that. Mm. And I started searching for something else, because at first we had some hopes, me and my friends, that it will, bounce back, but quickly enough, I think that all the world figured out that it's not going to be so fast. And we began looking at other ways.
So tell me about how you ended up in high tech. I mean, obviously you know science and those kinds of things well as a pilot. How did you end up working now?
So the company which I'm working for now, it's the name is Gארדיקור. They're dealing with cybersecurity, as I described it before, and I ended up here via. Eventually, through a connection. By connection, meaning that they connected me to, or an acquaintance from the Air Force, let's say, connected me to this company and said, you should try and get accepted in this company. They are looking for something which probably you would like doing, and it will put you inside the high-tech world in kind of a very fast way. And you'll study and learn all the basics. And so I applied, and I began doing all the screening process. And after that, there was a process of some weeks, and an interview and some chores, to home assignments to solve.
And now here you are.
I ended up started,
It's wonderful news. I mean, you're able to transition into a new career and be able to work again in this new industry. I want to ask, if I can, just about what's going to happen tomorrow at your old job at El Al. I mean, there's going to be a non-stop flight between Tel Aviv and Abu Dhabi. It will cross over Saudi airspace. I mean, when you used to fly right east, when you flew to India or Hong Kong, everything was so difficult, right? The flight path was it wasn't straight. You couldn't fly over these countries. Now El Al will be able to. What are your thoughts on the fact that, the El Al maybe in the future can fly over Saudi Arabia, fly to Dubai and go east?
First, I don't think it has happened yet, because this special flight of ours, of El Al's, with the 737 to Dubai, I hope it's going to be the first canary, but, it's touch wood. And, but until the fat lady sings, or whichever of all those cliches, if you do not see a commercial flight with a commercial number of a flight to India or Bangkok or whatever, flying over Saudi Arabia, don't believe anything.
All right.
So
But-
I don't want to be pessimistic, but I unfortunately, that's how it works.
All right. Stav,
But if so, it will be very good.
well, we'll have to leave it here. I appreciate your time with us here on the Zoom In program and your perspective on this new career. Great to have you.
Thanks so much.